We're about to overthink everything.
I don't think that we as people should always have to agree with what our government does, because we are not our government. Our government is there to help us, and we need to recognize that.
The Overthinkers.
Yeah.
Like, people don't understand, like, when people are mad about, okay, let's talk about potholes.
Right.
Let's talk about
the
potholes.
10%.
Let's talk about 10%. Okay. So this is a more reference to the fact that government is asking back for their 10%.
The restoration
of their 10%.
Which people are, to be fair, confusing with a raise. It's not necessarily a raise, people.
They took a cut of 10% from
and
their
now
salary.
they're asking back for it.
Right.
Right? So it's not just a raise, they word things very well.
I mean, this is normal. If you, in my mind, one of the things that I said amongst my friends is like, because things were getting so hard, that it would have been a great gesture of faith for government to have taken a cut in their pay permanently. Like, you can have a raise of pay after that, but to say we are going to cut our salaries by 10%, by 20%, whatever, just to show people that we care, and we care about doing
solidarity
this
with the tough times right now. Yeah,
you are not making as much money, we will take a pay cut.
Yeah. We ain't making as much money
until we can have an increase in salary.
Yeah,
but to have government come out and say that they're gonna have an increase in pay felt uncomfortable for me, because
our pay get increased.
No.
I can't understand you increasing if we increase. But we ain't increase, so were you increasing?
And it's difficult. Like for me, like, I always feel funny talking about government. I work in a state-funded institution.
Yeah, we spoke about this earlier.
Yeah,
the freedom of being able to talk about certain things.
Look, there's a legitimate fear from people who work in government and state-run institutions about speaking out against government, and I have that fear too, like anybody else. Like, I genuinely feel like if I can't say certain things, and I shouldn't say certain things because I'm afraid of, getting blowback. And, I don't feel as though I should live in an environment where that happens.
Yeah.
But, I try, and it pushes me to actually have a certain measure of balance in terms of how I form my opinions. So I feel as though, all right, I don't want to be too critical of government, but I want to necessarily say something that is going to be steadfast. So in the case of a 10% cut, I feel as though government should have done it, and I was glad that they did it. Reinstating it at this point in time, like, an election year is coming up next year.
Bad timing. But
I understand why a government will want to reinstate something like that, because they want their salaries back, like everyone else.
And there's a possibility that it can be out, and the chance of them getting it back would then be gone.
But it also wouldn't make a difference, because most of them have served 2 terms. They will have their pension taken care of.
Right.
So that's fine. But
to somebody who ain't getting paid right now, Daveny, it just still feel greedy at the end of the day.
That's a tough place. I don't know, because I would love to talk to a minister to see what the reasoning is and how they feel about it. And that's something that I would love them to come on this program and do. But ultimately, we can only really hear what they're saying and move from there.
Yeah.
And no minister has said anything other than they feel as though it should be reinstated.
Yeah.
So it doesn't feel comfortable, because I feel as though there are people out there that are suffering, that feel as though they're not making enough money, and it's harder for them to buy things. So why not do the same thing that everybody else is doing?
Correct.
Suffer with us.
Yeah.
So
we had some layoffs and stuff earlier this year too. Right after Christmas, we had layoffs.
That's the consensus.
So it's hard to not have a job, and then you see your ministers that's supposed to be taking care of you getting more money.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel weird about it. I wish that it was done in a sense of solidarity. But I don't think that we as people should always have to agree with what our government does, because we are not our government. Our government is there to help us, and we need to recognize that. We need to recognize how does it work for us. How do we get our government to work
for us? Yeah.
And that's
to be a proper representation of us.
And I think sometimes they are. Sometimes they actually do it, and sometimes they don't get credit for it. And that's the tough part. When do, like again, the same thing with CBC. Like, when we do a good job, we don't get credit.
Yeah, yeah.
No one cares when we do a good job.
Yeah, you're supposed to do a good job. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Yeah. You're right.
Think about it. When you got running Wi-Fi and running water,
they know how to tank flow
and working power.
Yeah.
Like, what do you thank
comfort
for?
zone?
What do you
comfort
thank
zone?
For? You don't thank them for that.
Comfort zone.
You say you're like regular day. You're worried about what's not working.
Yeah.
Because I think survival mechanisms for people are that they always look for the thing that's bad. And that you're always like,
you can focus on the bad, but they don't focus on the good.
My glass is half empty. Why is my glass half empty? Rather than the glass half full. It's just to make sure that you're always going to make things better. You're going to improve and you're going to make things work. So
I love this episode. Remember, you're listening to The Overthinkers. We have that SoundCloud link. The Overthinkers, TOT. Remember to put that acronym behind it, TOT, because there are a lot of overthinkers out there. The same for YouTube, The Overthinkers, TOT. And check out the Facebook page, The Overthinkers, and like that, and you will get more updates.
The Overthinkers.